It's only been a few months since I joined YouTube, but in that short amount of time, my subscriptions have built up immensely. One night when I was checking out my subscription list, I noticed something. I noticed that out of the 40 plus subscriptions I have, less than 10 are for female YouTubers. This led me to realize just how much males dominate the YouTube community. The men of YouTube are successful writers, directors, actors, and musicians, while the women of YouTube are predominantly known for being beauty gurus. Now, there isn't anything wrong with being a beauty guru, but why does female representation stop there? What's the reasoning behind the underrepresentation of female YouTubers anyway? What have the male YouTubers got that the female YouTubers don't? We all know them. They're the ones who never leave the safety of their bedrooms, even at 4 in the afternoon. The ones who live in their pajamas. The ones who can only stand the light provided by their computer screens. These self-proclaimed YouTube addicts are all around us. With a little bit of coffee and some begging, I did the unthinkable. I pried 2 of these addicts away from their computer screens. It seems drastic, I know, but I wanted to know if YouTube viewers noticed the absence of women bloggers, and if so, what they thought about it. Since my YouTube account is less than a year old, it's fairly easy for me to remember my first subscription to a female YouTuber. It was Hazel Hayes of the channel Chewingsand, and I actually wouldn't have discovered Hazel if not for a collaboration she did with male YouTuber Bye. So how did my friends, who've been members of YouTube for over 5 years, find their first female vlogger?
The first female subscriber. The first female YouTuber I subscribed to was Michelle Fan.
I think my first female YouTuber was Catherine Laura, and
The reason why I subscribed to her was because
found her because she did a collaboration video with another male YouTuber.
this was during my 8th grade graduation dance, and I wanted to learn how to curl my hair. She was like basically the first one who popped out, and I decided, I was like, I'm gonna try her. And at the end, I thought that she was very helpful. So I started looking at her other videos, and she did more of makeup videos, and I started getting interested in those as well. So she was very inspiring, and she still is.
Inspiration is the cause for many things. Without it, we wouldn't have Van Gogh's Starry Night or Harriet Jacobs' Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. Is it safe to say that today's top female YouTubers are inspiring an entire generation?
I mentioned before Michelle Fan. She first started off just with a webcam, like a normal computer, just talking to the webcam. But now she actually uses like a professional camera. She has cast staffs that actually help her, and she has her own cosmetic brand. So a girl who had really big dreams became a CEO for her own company. So I feel like people like her will inspire other young women to become great YouTubers as well.
When I first started, the only really YouTube female YouTubers, at least that I saw, were beauty gurus. So I think it got better because it became a lot more prevalent. There's a lot more female YouTubers doing comedy and sketches more than there were like 5 years ago. Having a lot more females on YouTube, I think, inspires people who just log into YouTube one day to watch a video to want to make that video. And just like if I was joining YouTube now instead of when I did like 5 years ago, I would have definitely been more encouraged to make a video by myself than like I was when I first joined it.
Although achieving the popularity and the fame of a big-time YouTuber is an incredible accomplishment, it does have its downsides. Take this recently uploaded video from Tanya Burr, for example. Tanya, who has 1.5 million subscribers, made a collab video with Joe Sugg, who just a few weeks ago hit 1 million subscribers himself. This fun holiday video, in which Tanya and Joe hang out and bake Christmas cookies, was meant to be funny and entertaining. By filming this, Tanya wasn't showing off or trying to make a big statement. She just wanted to show 2 friends having a good time. But that didn't stop a few viewers from making cruel comments regarding Tanya's appearance. Only a few hours after this video was uploaded, this YouTube viewer commented insulting Tanya's weight and calling her a few obscenities. Judging by the hundreds of other happy and uplifting comments on Tanya's video, I don't think I'm alone in saying that Tanya is none of those things. And even though that comment is one of thousands, I'm sure if Tanya saw it, she would still get hurt by it. But by putting yourself online and in front of millions of people, that's the risk you run. Is the fear of being in the public eye too much for some people? Does the fear of the public's opinion play a large factor in the decision to start a YouTube channel?
In my opinion, females are very sensitive. I mean, they're very sensitive. So a little comment can really hurt their pride. So I think that just makes them back away from making YouTube videos because they just don't want to be hurt or they don't want to be judged by people on YouTube.
Definitely, but I mean, I know there's lots of male YouTubers who would do that too, just people in general would be shied away from just the hate comments. But yeah, females, I would like, just when I started, when I just started a YouTube account, I kind of wanted to make videos, but I was definitely put off. Well, first of all, I didn't really have a lot of good content, but also because of the hate comments, and I don't think I could take all the pressure that comes with it, and I'm sure lots of other people feel the same way.
Ben Cook is a writer and journalist who is based in North London. But more recently, Ben has started a successful YouTube career. He took his quizzical personality and started the channel ninebrassmonkeys. There, Ben has a show entitled Becoming YouTube, which is what he describes as a weekly documentary series about YouTubers. So far, Ben's series has 10 videos in total. All are within 20 minutes to half an hour long, and each video is designated to a specific topic like musicians on YouTube, how to be YouTube famous, and what YouTube isn't. These videos include interviews with many of the YouTube bigwigs, such as Charlie from Charlie Is So Cool Like, Emma Blackery, the dynamic duo known as Dan and Phil, Unnecessary Otter creator Hazel Hayes, and more recently, Hank Green of the Vlogbrothers. The episode called Girls on YouTube is the second most viewed video on his channel, with over 320,000 views. It is within this video where Ben explores what the stars of YouTube make of the underrepresentation of female YouTubers.
Why do you think more girls don't do YouTube?
I have no idea. No idea in the slightest.
I don't have an explanation to this. I don't know why.
I don't know what the reason is.
That's a complicated question.
Yeah.
I don't really have an answer.
I don't know. It's difficult. It's a good question.
So,
Boy, do I have answers for this question.
Don't flame my eyes. These are some questions I ask myself when I see people living without going ahead.
good. So, this Becoming YouTube is all about girls. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you are one. Currently, 82.4% of my audience is female. Hello, ladies. And just over half is aged 13 to 17, so backing away now. But this split is typical of a male vlogger's audience demographic. And as you may have noticed, the majority of the most crazy internet famous YouTubers are male. Makeup gurus aside, females struggle to make it big on YouTube, and that's a bit... This video aims to find out why. So, just bring on this next bit, which is about fangirls, cute boys, and the objectification of women.
It'd be lovely if more girls made video blogs. Maybe they do, and they're just not getting as much popularity.
I don't think that there is a lack of girls out there vlogging. I think the problem is that they're not popular, they're not successful.
Males were more popular in the beginning of YouTube because the sort of people that are interested in watching vloggers are more likely to be girls than boys, because boys are more likely to want to watch Scar and Minecraft.
It's about an 80-20 split of girls to boys watching YouTube, like watching our kind of YouTube, like video blogs and stuff. And girls, especially 15-year-old girls, like to watch boys.
It's hard to talk about really complexly because people don't really want to recognize that some people just want to have an idol.
If you want to get fans, it's girls who, girls obsess over stuff.
It's proven. It's been proven for ages. Look at the Beatles, and then now you've got One Direction who have all these fans, the same sort of fans. The girls
And
that
I
latch
feel
on.
they creep in here somewhere. One bloody direction. God, if they start doing YouTube videos, we'd all be screwed.
Yeah, we would. Yeah.
Some people just go for looks. They want to see a cute boy on the screen, and that's all you really have to have. But with girls, they're not looking at, how attractive you are. They're seeing if you make good content, if you're relatable, if you're funny. And girls do get judged a lot more than guys, I think.
There are a load of girls making makeup tutorial videos, and they do really well, but it shouldn't have to be that. It shouldn't be, if you want to be a female on YouTube, to be a makeup guru.
Why can't a girl go on YouTube and just do a stupid video, like over the top and ridiculous? I don't know what it is. I don't think it's necessarily the girl YouTubers that feel like they can't do that. I think it's the audience that kind of puts them in their place in a weird way.
Men are encouraged throughout their lives to be funny. We have to be to get girlfriends or to get friends, but with girls, they're just not as much encouraged. All they have to do is, play along and be skinny, and then everything gets a little easier for them. It's this objectification of women that ruins their YouTube careers, because either it turns them, it can turn them vain, or it just encourages them not to get better. There is no middle ground. There's either you're ugly, go away, or there's you're so hot, you don't need talent. And I hate the internet. What have they done?
A woman saying that a man is funny, the equivalent of a man saying that a woman is hot. And yes, I know society is a cruel, unjust, judgmental... I'm sorry. But note that almost all of the most viewed Harlem Shake videos on YouTube feature either predominantly or exclusively men. Is this because women are more reluctant to be about, or because audiences are less comfortable watching funny women? Could a girl make it as big on YouTube just from making videos where she dances around in her pants, or knocks back cinnamon, or lists 10 things she's noticed?
I'm not just assuming that I'm a role model. I've had messages from girls saying that they chose their A-levels based on my A-levels and stuff like that, like scary things. You get the people who dye their hair the same colour as me, that happens quite a lot, but then the A-levels thing was a bit weird.
I don't let possible thoughts about me being a role model influence my creativity, in the sense that I don't ever think, this is my idea, what will this do to the people that are watching it? Like, how will 13-year-old girls see this? I always just think of my idea and do it because I want to do it.
The most important thing is to create stuff that you think is good and that you like and that you're proud of and that you would watch.
I'm not a life coach. I've been through the wars, but I never saw myself as someone to look up to, so it's amazing, really.
Of the 19 YouTubers interviewed so far in Becoming YouTube, only 5 have been female, despite the addition of Emma and Lindsay this week. In choosing who to interview for this series, I had to make a judgment call. Do I reflect the YouTube community as it is in 2013, with its glaringly obvious and rather sad imbalance between men and women, or do I aim for more of a 50-50 split, but in so doing end up featuring some female YouTubers primarily because they're female? And that would have been lame, just tokenism. I wish more girls were making amazing stuff on YouTube, because those that are do get noticed. Emma Blackery's meteoric rise to YouTube stardom over the past few months is a case in point. Yesterday she smashed through 100k subs. So if you are a girl and you're thinking of YouTubing but haven't yet, then give it a go. YouTube is crying out for you. But please, be good. Please. And that means taking risks. Makeup gurus are great at that. I'm not dissing the makeup gurus, but it doesn't have to be that way. Be a girl and be funny. Be musical. Be smart and intelligent and forthright. Have opinions and change the world. Don't play it safe, because I'm not sure you can afford to.
What you have just seen was only a small portion of Ben's research. He asked a bunch of other questions to numerous other YouTubers, but that last bit is what I believe to be the most important part of his video. YouTube is in desperate need of more female creators. And yes, the male to female YouTuber ratio has gotten better over the years, but it still isn't what it should be. And although YouTube is getting older, it's not going to end up another MySpace or AOL Instant Messenger. It's here to stay. YouTube would be nothing without its millions upon millions of users. So why don't we, the users, take control? Why don't we make YouTube what it should be? A site where men and women are equally represented. If you're a girl, why not start a YouTube channel? Those first few moments in front of the camera might be difficult, but you can get over it. Follow the paths of these leading ladies and start making videos. Start producing valued and appreciated content. Start with a comedy sketch or a cover of a top 40 hit. Start with a book review or start with a daily vlog. Just start. You've got what it takes. You just need to put it into action.